way that she gets out and goes and navigates the ring. She's good in terms of her feet and legs. I think a female that still balances in proportions well. Of that initial trio, I thought she gave up the most just in terms of body shape and dimension, particularly there in her full rib. When we study her from the side, she wants to run downhill, just a nickel, but that's really, really critical of a female that's very high quality. It's in a very challenging class. The heifer comes next. Love her when she's standing still from her shoulder back in terms of her body shape and her added proportions and stoutness at the ground. Shoulders forward is where we got to change that one. Not only can we make her longer and more extended about her head and her neck, we need to change her in terms of the angulation of her shoulder, just give her more skeleton, because from there back, I think there's a lot of quality about that female. No doubt a tremendous cow and brood cow cross that comes in the young lady's heifer that comes next. This one is moderate and arguably one of the boldest body and most dimensional females within this particular class. For me, I don't know that she balances up near as well as a caliber cedar. She's not as attractive there for the front one third of her skeleton. She's more open about her shoulder. We could just set her down in terms of her tail end and help her navigate just a nipple better off that hind leg. But standing still, I love that one in terms of her cow feature and just her practicality. A lot of the same things can be said about the heifer who comes next, a female that I think from shoulders back can balance relatively. It's just a nickel. When we study her here from the profile, we could maybe change the way her tail head just sits there on the tip of her skeleton, but I think that's a really high quality female. Love her feet and legs. She just gave up a few pieces of balance in a really, really tough class. A long and extended female that's loaded with power comes next. Again, maybe a female that just doesn't piece it together near as well. She's not as attractive in her head shape. She's more open and round there at the base of her shoulder. I think if we change those things, we can move her a place high in terms of her body and power. Heifer rounds out the classes, no doubt. More feminine and attractive than the heifer precedes her. She's one of the freshest in terms of her condition today. With that though, she's given up the most in terms of body shape and dimension. On the bottom side of her neck, the young lady did an awesome job of getting her shown. A female that still offers a good look of quality from her shoulders back.
With our first two centaur breeding heifers, returning will be Jackie Schlater and Kristen Shank. Now entering the south ring is our second heat of centaur heifers, at the conclusion of which we will select our range champion in the two heats.